Yeah, hi again. Welcome to the 19th video. So for first time visitors, it's better to watch my first 2 or 3 videos. You'll understand what I am and why I'm doing all this. What is all this? You'll understand. So it's better to watch those and come back to this video. So this last video we completed one topic from reasoning, which is blood relations. We'll again sometime return later with some higher level problems. So this 19th video is, don't look at the problems. I have just written them to save some time when class is going on. The topic is averages. Alright. One of the very important, enjoyable, very nice concept in quantitative aptitude. And in many exams, be it bank, insurance, staff selection, your government exams, campus recruitment, everywhere, couple of problems on averages are always asked. So the approach, the path that we take remains the same. This video is dedicated to the fundamentals. We need to know what exactly is average. Using some many arbitrary formula, arriving at the answer, those things are different. But you need to know, we need to visualize what exactly is the average. So friends, average is sum of all scores divided by total number of scores. This is the only thing, only formula, only fundamental, basic principle concept that we will use to solve any problem on averages. Apart from this, I don't know about you, but I have not used, I have not taught, I have not learned anything else other than this. This is the only thing, this is what average is all about. When you say average, it is nothing but you need to add all the scores which are in front of you. You need to divide it by the total number of scores that are in front of you. You will get the average. Let's, as a first step, let's take a simple example and try to understand. Suppose there are 10 tens. I mean, there are 10 tens in front of you. There are 10 number of tens. The number 10 is 10 times in front of you. What is its average? Is the question. So as per this formula, numerator is sum of all scores. So you have 10 tens. So sum will be 10 multiplied by 10. Alright, that is the sum, which is 100, divided by total number of scores. How many scores are there in front of you? There were 10 scores. So denominator is 10. 10 gets cancelled. The average is 10. It is also called as mean. Average is nothing but arithmetic mean or just mean. I took this very basic example to begin with for 2 reasons. Number one, of course, you visualized what exactly average is. It is sum of all scores divided by total number of scores. Second point, why I took this example or why I take this example, it could be for teaching the high school or sometime in the foundation IIT or sometimes in PUC or sometime as orientation for the bachelor's degree. I mean, at various places I just begin with this because second point what I was telling is there are 10 scores, alright, and all are 10. All are 10. All are, if you draw a graph, it is a straight line. I mean, all values are 10. So average should be 10. Since there is no variation at all the values are Even if you take 1000 tens, the average is same. 1000 into 10 is 10,000. 10,000 by 1000 is again 10. So when there is no variation, that itself should be the average, or that itself should be the mean. Say for example, be alert, we shall go on keeping the steps further. Time is 5 minutes. Suppose one value is 9. I will just rub this. Suppose one value is 9. And rest all are 10. So 10 into 9 is 90. Plus 1 is 9. So 99 is the sum. 99 by 10. Average becomes 9.9. See, even when there is one value 9, average got reduced to 9.9. Similarly, if one value is 11, rest all are 10. 10 is a 90 plus 11 divided by number of scores is 10. So this is 101 by 10, which is 10.1. When all were 10, average is 10. When even one value is 9, it becomes 9.9. When one value is 11, it becomes 10.1. This is how average or mean changes. This is the fundamental understanding, the basic visualization of averages, because this will help when we take up the problems. Because instead of just robotically responding something or using some vague formula about which you don't know, you can't visualize anything, so better than that is understand, enjoy, play with these problems. So we shall take the problems. Don't read anything. Later you can pause and make your notes. Time is 7 minutes. First problem. If the average marks of 3 batches of 55, 60 and 45 students respectively is 50, 55 and 60, then the average marks of all the students is. Very typical problem. That's why I just took it as a first problem, because it teaches us all the lessons that we need to know about the averages. What he means to say is 3 batches. In first batch it is 55. What is asked? Average marks of all the students is. That is, average of the entire, all the 3 batches is asked. And what is average? Sum of all divided by total number of scores. Here total number of scores is how much? 55 plus 60 plus 45. Because 55, 60, 45 are nothing but the strength of the batches. Those are number of students, so those many marks will be there. That itself is denominator. Numerator is what? Sum of all the scores, which is sum of marks of all these students together. That you need to find. That is the only unknown. So this sum of 55 students is equal to, average is what? Sum divided by total number of scores is average. So sum will be what? Number of scores multiplied by average. The 55 strength batch average is 50. So strength will be 50 into 55. Similarly, sum of 60 students average is 55 multiplied by, what is it? 50 into 55, 55 into 60, because here itself is 60. Sum divided by total number of scores is average. So I just cross multiply. This is what sum of 60. Similarly, sum of 45 students is equal to average is 60 multiplied by 45. I am taking the sums. because I need the sum. The average marks of all the students is asked, so I need the sum of all the students. That is why I am taking the sum. Just to save some time, I will give the values directly. It will save our time. Later you can verify if interested. And those values are, it will be, because as I already said in the earlier videos now, and I will be saying, this is not my intention. The basic math, teaching basic math is not my intention. This I am doing in some other project where I teach for high school and all. But to teach the concepts of competitive exams is the main intention. So it is 2750, it is 3300, and 16 to 45 is 2700. Later you can verify. Once these are ready, these are nothing but sum. Sum is 8750. Average is what? Sum divided by total number of scores. When sum is ready, this sum divided by total number of scores is 55 plus 60 plus 45. Those are nothing but strength of the batches. That is 160. So when you divide, it is 54.69. 54.69 is 100% right answer. So these are just the basic mathematics, the basic numbers. Those things you should be knowing. That's why I don't invest my time on it. But the average concept, to get the sum, average multiplied by total number of scores, average multiplied by total number of scores, average multiplied by total number of scores. The way we used to do in speed, time and distance. Its speed is distance by time. What? Distance will be speed into time. That it's on similar fashion. Speed is distance by time. Distance is speed into time. So I'm just multiplying to get the total sum, and I need the average, combined average. So total of all divided by total number of scores. Time is 12 minutes. We can take the second problem. So later you can pause and make your notes. I just remember one thing. I will just tell. This is what I have seen my friends or junior friends, brothers, sisters, cousins, candidates, children, students do. That is, when you start preparations, when you start studying for any exam, first of all you start late. We are in a habit of starting late, so we don't get time. But luckily I got ample time in my life to think about all these things. So what candidates do is, they won't go this deep. I have met many, what I can say, I met many of my junior friends or candidates or students, what do you call, that they just want some ready-made formula. They just want the answer. So now you might know what they are missing in that quest, in that getting accustomed to the ready-made things without any struggle and all. This is what they are losing. So it's better to start early, start slow, go deep, understand the things. I mean, it's not just the length of the journey that you take, it's the breadth and depth as well. So in similar fashion, let us try to understand the next problem. Don't write anything, just listen what I say, concentrate and watch what I write. The average age of 35 students in a class is 16 years. The average of 21 students is 14. What is the average age of remaining 14 students? Again, another typical problems. This problem will come in exams like Railway Recruitment Boards, staff selection, various state government aptitude papers and all. very very typical and simple basic example. Let us break into bits and pieces. The average age of 35 students. So I need sum of 35. That is sum of ages of 35 students. In the class is 16 years. 16 is the average. So if 16 is the average, sum of ages of all these 35 will be 16 into 35. Let us take some ready-made value. It is 560. Ready-made in the sense, not the formula I am telling you. Just the product is simple basic math. We will save some time. 16 into 35 is 560. The average of 21 students, that is sum of 21 students, should be equal to, since average is 14, 14 into 21 is, we will take the value, it is 294. 14 into 21 is 294. Sum of 35 is 560, sum of 21 is 294. What is the average age of remaining 14 students? That is, remaining 14 students, average you need. What is average? Sum by total number of scores. So, total number of scores is ready, 14. Numerator is sum. So if you subtract these two, you will get the sum of the 14, and that difference is 266. Sum of 35, sum of 21. So if from this 35, if you remove 21, you will get sum of 14 students, 266. Average age is asked, you need to divide it by 14. Answer is 19 years is the answer. And 19 years is 100% right answer. So friends, later you can just pause and make your notes. Let that bike go. So this is how, even still there are many concepts will come, but the approach remains the same. Just we need not know any. I have met many who have a booklet of formulae. I mean, I'm not telling it's wrong or something. If it is helpful for them, let them do. But all can't travel that path, because for one topic you need not by heart 50 formulae. That's not practical for me. So it's better to go by the fundamentals. No, there are many. So it just reminds me of one thing. I will wind up in, I think, in 2-3 minutes. There are many beautiful concepts are coming. Permutation, combination, probability, beautiful concepts. Even those problems, the pattern have changed a lot, but we will understand the fundamentals. We shall make the basics very clear, so that any sort of problem we can solve. And this is how approach will be in this channel or through this channel. Whatever I take, whatever concepts I teach, I deal with, it is just developing from scratch and learning or enjoying or arriving at the right answer with the right aptitude. Alright then, time is 18 minutes. So see you in coming videos. Take care.